Thank you for your thoughtful testimony. I've read it all. I hope every committee member has read it all. I hope everybody in the audience, and I would encourage members of the public to read this testimony and pay attention to this hearing. I was first made aware of the potential threat of EMP and electromagnetic pulse disruptions to our electrical grid and geomagnetic disturbances well before I ever became a United States Senator. But I think, like most members of the public, it's one of those scary things that, that's just science fiction. That's, what are the chances of that? When I became a United States Senator, I was briefed by a couple gentlemen, gave me a booklet that I read that made me pretty concerned. This was probably a couple of years ago. And I started talking to other members, and a lot of those members never really even heard of this threat. I've raised this in secure briefings with members of the Department of Homeland Security, and I've been told, okay, we're on that, we're looking into it. But the fact of the matter is this was first made public and declassified in 2004, and we had a congressional commission on that. And then we had another commission on 2008. And the dangers posed by EMP and GMD have been well known really for decades, but made public now for over 10 years. And we literally have not done anything. So the purpose of this hearing is to basically stop, pull our head out of the sand. Stop and start paying attention to this very real threat. We're going to be debating a nuclear deal with the state of Iran. We already know we have North Korea with both nuclear weapon capability and ballistic missile technology. And that ballistic missile technology is improving in North Korea. We know that Iran has those exact same ambitions. And I guess now we've got a deal that's going to end an embargo on their ballistic missile technology. There are satellites that are orbiting overhead that could potentially deliver a nuclear explosion that would cause something like this. So this is a threat that is real and that we need to acknowledge. Now, as I was made aware of this and I started talking to colleagues, a lot of times people's opinion, this was marginalized by, well, those are just lobbyists that want to sell the federal government some protections. I think we need to keep our eyes open for that type of conflict. But it's no reason to not be addressing this and taking looks in a very serious fashion. So today we've got, I think, a good panel of witnesses, starting with Ambassador James Woolsey and Joseph McClendon and Richard Garwin and Chris Curry and Bridget Bourge. Am I pronouncing that right? Yes, sir. Yeah, boy, that's actually unusual that I get it right the first time. Some people that will give us the truth and give us the information on this. So I'm looking forward to your testimony. When Senator Carper gets here, we'll give him an opportunity to make an opening statement as well. But let's just start by maintaining the tradition of this committee, which is we do swear witnesses in. So if you all rise and raise your right hand.